Hola, ¿cómo está? Bienvenidos. This is Mark, back again with another fragrance review. I have a 2003 release from the house of Gucci. This fragrance was under the direction of Tom Ford at the time, and it is the world famous, infamous, and notorious Gucci bottle number 1. This right here is considered a very woody fragrance. It is very masculine. It is a classic gentleman's fragrance. This right here oozes class in a bottle. If you like cedar, sandalwood, incense, and musk, this thing right here is for you. You will smell like a bag of money. You will smell like one elegant, sophisticated motherfucker. Okay, let's go ahead and just give it a whiff. Sorry, but the caps kind of got stuck in there, whatever. The sprayer, rather. Oh, this is just one well done woody fragrance. When you first spray it, it is a blast of fresh cut wood. Lumberyard. Someone's got a bandsaw and they're just driving a piece of cedar right through there, and you getting the fresh smell from the sawdust in the air of that fresh cut wood. That's exactly what this smells like. However, it does have other elements in there other than the cedar wood. It has the smoky creaminess of the sandalwood. It has a smoky vibe from the incense, and it also has that kind of musky smell, obviously from the musk, and it also has a hint of vanilla in there for just a touch of sweetness. But picture this reminds me of James Bond in a bottle. I'm talking tuxedo, Armani suit, you know, cufflinks, the whole shebang. This guy owns a fucking yacht. He's in a fucking Porsche. He's hopping out. His girlfriend's walking around Christian Dior getting a fucking handbag, and he's just sitting there waiting to whip out that black Amex card. That's what I'm getting out of this fragrance. I'm talking just class and elegance in a bottle. Very masculine, very unique. There are other fragrances out there that have a very woody vibe to them, but they're not done like this. Sorry to report that this is discontinued. It's not even reformulated and set up as something else. This fucking thing is gone. G-O-N-E exclamation point. On the internet, eBay, this thing's going for a fucking car payment. I'm talking like a 2017 Infiniti or Mercedes-Benz lease car payment. $300-400 for the 3.4. This is the 1.7, which I got like 5 years ago, and I paid a fraction of that. But right now, forget about it. When this did drop, this particular 1.7 ounce bottle did only cost around $50, and it is 3 times the size of that now. I do think that's ridiculous. I am a fan of buying fragrances that are worth some money. I would go niche. Not designer. I'm sorry, love this fragrance, need this fragrance, want this fragrance. I just won't drop niche prices on it. But getting back to the smell and the overall performance on this thing does perform very well. It definitely has 6-7 hours of longevity. It has moderate silage. You know, you'll have a decent scent bubble. After 2-3 hours, it will become a little close to the skin, but people are still going to smell you in a 1 foot radius, especially for lean-ins, hugs, things like that. It's great for work. It's great for weddings, formal events. I would not go clubbing with this. This is not a club fragrance at all. It is just it's too specific to the event that you would wear this. It just doesn't smell. It's not very sweet. It's not very spicy. It's not very floral. You know, basically those overall club vibe fragrances that you get. It's just a woody, you know, musky, incensey, slightly hint of sweet, a little bit of spice in there. There's some pepper in there. It is so well balanced that it all accentuates the woody note in here, and it is just so classic. I mean, it is very, very classic. I mean, if you go on fragretica.com, basenotes.net, this thing just so significantly, the positives outweigh the cons that it'll make you want to smash your head on a wall as to why they dropped this fragrance. Again, this was released when Tom Ford was the creative director for Gucci. I've done Gucci Envy and what Tom Ford, another one from him, and I did Yves Saint Laurent Rigaud when he was the creative director. Any fragrance house that has Tom Ford as the creative director, excuse me, he bumps out masterpieces. But when he left Gucci, I believe this is factual from what I read in my research and my just wanting to know because I love fragrances. When he left the house of Gucci, I don't know if there's creative differences, but he left and they dropped his fragrances. They just stopped producing Tom Ford's fragrances, and then they released their line. What you have now, the Gucci by Gucci pour Homme, the Gucci Sport, the Gucci Guilty, all that bullshit. That's under a whole new creative director. So Gucci dropped the good and they went with someone else and they actually damaged their fragrance brand. I think their shit now is the equivalent to, I want to say, like drying dumpster juice in hot Florida heat with diapers in there. That's the shitty quality and overall smell that you get. They are selling a classy bottle with their new stuff. Classy bottle, name with a good reputation for elegant goods, but the stuff that's inside the bottle is crap. So you're buying a name and a bottle, and the inside is shit. Age group on this, guys. I know I'm going on a rant, but I love this shit. Age group on this right here. I would definitely go, you know, late 20s and up, early 20s, sorry, you know, mid 20s and up to unlimited. I mean, this is not stopping at any age group. Any man can pull this off. I wouldn't go high school, teenager. It's not going to fit the demographic. Those are more sweet, more aquatic, more fresh type smells that the kiddos are used to. I know when I was, you know, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th grade, I mean, motherfuckers was wearing Calvin Klein, CK1, CKB, Tommy Hilfiger, Eternity, things of that nature. Nobody in their right mind was wearing anything remotely as masculine nor refined as this. And that's all I have to say about that. But date night, slaying it. First impression, slaying it. If you have a meeting, if you're doing a meet and greet, if you have a job interview, if you're going to just work and you work in a professional setting, if you're going to a wedding, a formal event, I would definitely wear this motherfucker right here. Again, I mean, I wouldn't even go jeans and a t-shirt, even though you can wear fragrance with any type of aesthetic. But for me personally, with this, I just find it to be too classy and sophisticated to be wearing something like this $2 fucking tank top and, you know, some flip-flops and shit like that. But when I'm going out and I got me a sweet button-up, nice pair of slacks, got some moccasins or some drivers on or dress shoes, and my nice watch, I mean, this motherfucker right here, it just completes your look. This pulls together your overall look of a man's, gentleman's look. When you have to go step out in a gentleman's look, this pulls you together. Not only are you looking the part, but when people see you dressed dapper and looking very sophisticated and very gentlemanly, if that's a word, when they get some of your time and your presence and they smell this, when they look at your complete package and they smell this right here, I mean, it just completes in their head that this is a guy. He smells like money. He looks like money. He's smart. He's classy. He's elegant. You know, he smells very refined and masculine. He definitely does not smell cheap by any means. Even though this is $50 for 1.7, I believe when it came out, it's still relatively not cheap for, you know, less than 2 ounces of fragrance. But nonetheless, it doesn't smell like it was $50 when it came out. I mean, you could probably pass this off as something from a home that sells $200 colognes, and they wouldn't say, it smells cheap. Never in your life, never. So I would get this fragrance if you could. If you have it, pull it out, start wearing it. I know this is a gem that I've been harboring. It is basically you know, almost gone, but 3-4 sprays and you are set. I'm going on 10 minutes, which I believe is my cutoff time. I don't like anything over 10, so I'll leave you with Gucci pour Homme by the house of Gucci while Tom Ford was the director. Go out and get this.